Hey everybody. So something really cool happened to me last week that's never happened to me before. I won a contest on X. I mean, I see these things all the time. I wonder if they're actually legitimate. But turns out, I mean, some of them, it seems like they are. So this right here, I received from CoinMining Central. There was some damage to the package, so it's pretty minimal. If they did a good job packing this shouldn't be an issue. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. All right, ready for the grand reveal. Nice. And it comes with a metal stand. So the NerdQaxe Plus, it's packaged in its own box. Inside of the box, that's a great idea because these shipping boxes, there's no guarantee that whatever you ship or send or receive is going to arrive in the condition that you sent it in. So packaging the item in its own box, great thing to do. So NerdQaxe Plus. Sit that there for a moment. We'll come back to that. Let's take everything else out of the box. There's nothing else left in there. Let's see what we have here. Assuming this is the power brick. Man, look at the stand. This feels like it feels sturdy, like this thing is solid. Very nice and sturdy. We'll get that on there in a minute. Looks like there's screws in here. Oh, there is screws. And an Allen wrench to attach that. Very nice. The power brick. Love the 90-degree plug. These are so much better than the straight plugs. 90 degrees gives you that nice angle into these power supplies or into these units. So over the past few weeks, I've ordered a few different power supplies or power bricks for various things, and you get these sometimes and they feel cheap. They feel light. You can shake them. You can hear stuff rattling around inside. It's not good. This, different story. The second I picked this up, this has some weight to it. You can tell that this is built with quality construction. So if we look at this here, we can see that it's 12 volts at 10 amp for a maximum of 120 watts. So that's as much as this can go up to. I believe these typically run around 75, 80 watts. We'll see once we get it powered up. We'll check all that out. Let's set this to the side. We're gonna open up the NerdQaxe Plus. Look at that box. I mean, that's nice. All right, what's underneath the foam? There it is. Let's see. Wow. Like this, these custom cut foam inserts are a great idea when shipping things like this to make sure everything stays protected regardless of what happens to the shipping box. I mean, this looks really nice. And I see there's two finger holes here to pull it out. I'm going to be careful because I don't necessarily want to pull it by the heatsink. I'm sure it's completely secured and it's probably fine. So I want to use some caution, you know. So I'm going to grab it down as low as I can in there to try to grab the back of it. But it comes out pretty easily, so I wouldn't be too concerned. Nice. Let's set that off to the side. Let's look at this. So right away, looking at this, the first thing I notice is the black heatsink. That's awesome. This black heatsink looks so sleek. It has such a low profile. It looks really nice. And if we kind of try to peek underneath there, we can see the chips and how it sits on top of them. It all looks really well. I notice a slight curvature to the board because of the heatsink. This type of thing is completely normal, and this curvature, it looks well within reason. You see this kind of stuff all the time when you have heat sinks attached to motherboards because it has to make sure it has that pressure on the chips. And this, it looks great. Let's take a look up top here. We have our display. We'll probably want to do something with this wire and kind of get it out of the way and conceal it somehow. Not an issue at all. It looks incredible, and you can see we can easily do that. Display, I'm going to take this sticky film off. If we look at the craftsmanship of all of the circuits, it looks really nicely done. Almost looks like a little city. Very nice. All right, so again, let's go ahead and get this thing attached to the back plate, powered on, and see what we have here. So it looks like it's going to go on just like that. They've included screws and a hex wrench. Let's be careful and sit this on here. We'll get one of the screws started to hold it in place. Okay. Once we get these first two, the rest are easier. Those weren't particularly hard. I'll just kind of hold it right here on the front and flip it like this, and we'll put those other screws in. All right, that's all tightened in. Let's see how this sits up. Nice. I'm curious, with stands like this, if you put a bigger heatsink on here, it causes it to tip it all. I mean, this is sturdy. This unit's not tipping. Not on its own. It stays back pretty well. That looks nice. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's get this powered on. Go ahead and plug this right in the top. There's the power connector. See how easy this pushes in. Very nice. All right. Let's connect the power cord. Ooh. All right, moment of truth. NerdQaxe. So the first time we start this up, it says loading initial config. So once this times out for loading initial config, it should give us a way to connect. So yeah, it says configure Wi-Fi portal, SSID NerdQaxe C725. So we want to open our phone, and now we want to connect to that address. All right, so it's been running for about 24 hours now. So looking at this dashboard, we can get a good overview of the stats and how the device is performing. It seems we're averaging around 4.9 gigahashes a second. And looking at the indicators below, we can see information about the power, heat, and performance of the device. Now on the dashboard, it claims 80 watts. While measuring at the wall, it's closer to 90. I just want to give a final shout out to CoinMining Central. They sent me this awesome device, the NerdQaxe++, for being a contest winner on X. After winning, I took a moment to browse through their site. I was impressed by the variety of the ASICs and other hardware they had to offer. I'll definitely consider them in the future when I'm shopping for the latest and the greatest, or perhaps something a bit unique. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on X for even more content.